Good morning, safety community of Voestalpine. Happy welcome in Linz, Austria. For those who weren't able to join us yesterday evening, I'm Franz Kleiss, I'm the Chief Health and Safety Officer of the Voestalpine Group. And today we have a very nice agenda. We have a welcome and a news flash from my side. Then I have Sylvia and me, we joined Stefan Bartel. He's the Mr. Bradley, the king of the explaining of the Bradley curve itself. He will tell us about safety, cultural change, and achieving top performance in the company. Then
this is a very nice view. I compare this view with the situation I had experienced some years ago. I had the chance to be to the UN in New York, and I have a view in the UN assembly. And this is the same worldwide assembly, Voestalpine. Welcome to this day. Hi.
Hi.
Are you here? Or are you still in the whiskey distillery? You have had a nice evening. I've heard this morning. A lot of talkings, lot of context. That's very, very good. Now I need your motivation. Now I need your passion. Now I need your attention. And I give my very best that we can do together in the next hour some things that are impressive for us and we can remain in our mind and we can bring into practice. First, some words to me. I'm Stefan Bartel. I'm by training a mechanical engineer. And I had a first career in a development department of a big German car company, and then I recognized that I had different strengths. So I changed discipline, and since about 33 years, I have the best job in the world. Sorry for you, the best is mine. It's forgiven, yes. So, and I can do everyday things I love to do. I can do everyday things. They are my talents. They are within my own strengths, and the same things I wish for you. The issues I consult in companies is at first leadership, is communication, and is safety at work. And these three together, they are bringing a company forward. And really, please believe me, years ago I had the first contact to safety as an engineer. It was a very, very bad thing. Nobody interested for safety. Safety was additional, not sexy. You have to do this, you don't want to do this. You have to do the safety talks and without passion. You make a spot on and then it's okay. Now, 35 years later, I have learned that safety is a very important topic for the success of the company. Safety is a maturity gauge for the success of the company. It's a gauge for the future viability of the company. Now you think, these are big words. Yes, are big words, but I have 1 hour time to tell you what are behind these words. Some words before we start. One point is important for me. I don't say you the truth. In the sense of, it's always right. I only tell you my opinion. It's a big difference, okay? So I'm not the guy he thinks all I'm thinking is from its best. No, it's only my opinion. You have this book. There is not the truth inside. It's only my opinion. So if you want to have a look into this book, it's the background for this speech. It's the background for this speech, and all I tell you in the speech you find in the book. So if you are interested, you can have a look into this book. Now, what are the topics we want to do in this short speech? I want to talk to you about, first, the issue employee behavior as a success factor. I think it's very important for us that we make clear what are the things they are causing the behavior of the people. Then the next point, you are a worldwide company, worldwide, very successful company, 55,000 people. You said to me in this morning, yes, and there is often a big problem in such a worldwide company. The big problem is often they want to act with the same methods in different countries and different cultures. And there are some examples when this is not good. I will show you paths to the dead end in a change. And then in the next, I will show you the success factors in a cultural change. There are 4 success factors. And when I tell you these success factors, I want you to have a view on your own factory, on your own plant. We want to make a self-assessment later with the question, which of these factors will us bring the most forward in safety now in these times? We had made this yesterday too, and we will make this today, and I'm very excited to see the result, and then we can discuss about it. Then I want to tell you what's, in my opinion, the role of the safety culture manager. The safety people are, in my point of view, managers. They are safety managers. They had today a different task. This task is not comparable to the task they had 20 years before. This is a future-orientated task. It's not a task to only to look that people are working within the rules. This task is much more interesting. This is one of the interesting tasks you can imagine, because this task has the main point to give support to the company to go the cultural change. And these things I want to tell you, my point of view on this success factors in the cultural change. And then we will have a look on the Bradley curve. Who knows the Bradley curve? Not more? Let me see. Who knows the Bradley curve? Only less than 10? Okay, I'm surprised. Then we need 1 hour more. Yes. So we have to explain the Bradley curve. I want to show you the Bradley curve. You can read this in this book. There is one big chapter with 25 pages. I want to show you what you can do, what you can learn from your self-assessment in the Bradley curve. How can you bring this into practice in your factory? And I tell you what I've done in a lot of factories, in a lot of plants, to give them the opportunity to have a view on their own situation. And then to look, what can we do if this is our current situation to come forward to have more success. And Isabel, you have the convincing power to convince the CEO. Wow. Give her an applause. Yes. This power we need to be successful. This power we need to convince all the people, to convince all the managers, to convince all the blue-collar workers, the employees. Now, I'm too fast. So, the first, we are told by the authority, we know that about 80 to 90% of all accidents are caused by behavior. It's not the only reason, but it's one reason. And if this is the situation, then we have to ask, what are the main influence factors on the behavior? So what are the reasons they are bringing the behavior to the way like it is? There are a lot of, in my opinion, there are 3 main factors. I will tell you these factors, and please, you think if you can follow my thoughts. The first factor is the behavior is strongly influenced by the inner attitude of the people. The way we look on the reality. For example, you are all car drivers. Sometimes our people, there's a speed limit of 70, they are driving 70.0. And there are other people, they are telling, 80, I can pay the fine. This is quite follows my inner attitude. You can follow this thought? I think, yes. The second, this is very important for us. The behavior is strongly influenced by the quality of perception of leadership by all influencers. You all are influencers in the best sense. The managers are influencers in the best sense. There are I love some know-it-all sentences. One of them is the following. Please listen exactly to this sentence. Employees are doing what the influencers let them go away with. Can you follow this sentence? No?
I couldn't get the last part.
Employees are doing what the influencers let them go away with, what they allow. For example, if an employee is walking through the driving door, not through the pedestrian door, you are seeing this, you don't say anything. What does he think? It's not okay, but it's okay. Or if I'm working in a department where I have to wear my safety glasses, and I don't wear these glasses, you are seeing this, you don't talk to me. What do I think? It's not okay, but it's okay. This is the point. And this is only the first part of the sentence. The second part of the sentence, what influencers let them get away with will be the new habit, will be the new rule. Also, other people are doing this. And this is very dangerous. Can you feel this sentence? Can you feel the message? Okay, if you can feel the message, then if you have a look back, the behavior of the people, if there are troubles in the process, if there is pressure, the behavior of the people is the outer sign for the quality of perception of leadership from managers and from you. So if they are working outside of the box, it follows you are influencing. If they're working inside the rules, it follows you're influencing. And another place.
What if you're the only influence of perception of leadership? So there's a department and someone is not wearing the safety glasses,
Yes.
and you are the only.
Yes. Then it's a very difficult situation. If there are 100 managers and you as safety person, you are the only one, then you have no chance. Then you have no chance. You have no chance. We must say this, yes. We must say this honest. Therefore, we need all. And therefore, we need a cultural change. And a cultural change starts with the CEO, down to the foreman, down to the employees. If there are only some people, they are looking for the rules. If there are only some people, they are giving their very best. If there are only some people, they are working with passion for safety. You lose the process. You lose. This is the truth. I must say you this. Another sentence I love is the next one. To be a role model is the most important way to influence people. Can you follow this sentence? Yes, no? Yes, okay. We make an exercise. Do you want to make an exercise? Now, better you want to make, because you have to. Stand up, stand up. Leave your ass from the chair. Stand up. So, and now, please find a place that you can have a view to me. You must have a view to me, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay? Can you have a view to me? Do you see my head, my hands, me as a person? Okay, all? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm here. So I can have a view to you. Yes, okay. And now, a very easy Very easy exercise. Please do now exactly what I tell you, okay? Please do exactly what I tell you in the same moment with me. Now please take your left arm horizontal in front of you. Thank you so much. It's all. Thank you so much. It's much fun for me every time. Every time. Why do you think it's much fun for me? Most people are doing what? Most people are doing like this. And then they are thinking, what's this for a stupid X? Ah, okay. Good up. So, and this is the important thing to be a positive role model. All people are role models. All managers are role models. The question is, are they a positive or are they a negative role model? Always, if you are a public person, and you are a public person in Voestalpine. All managers are public persons in Voestalpine. They are regarded from the people. People are looking on their behavior. And what they are doing is the first right. They don't reflect, is it okay, not okay? It's the first right. And this is the big influence of to be a positive role model. The second point. Then the third point, the culture of the company reflects on the behavior of the people. The things other people are doing, I can see. And this has a big impact on my acting. If other people are working within the rules, if all other people are working within the rules, I also work within the rules. If other people are working outside of the box, I also am working outside of the box. What's the culture of the company? The culture of the company is, in the last point, the behavior, the conduct, the most important influencer want to have that people are doing. And this follows the corporate culture. And the corporate culture has a big impact on the three major things: on productivity, on occupational safety, and on quality. All these three are in one process. Therefore, I love the sentence, when the corporate culture is in a good shape, productivity is okay, quality is okay, and safety is okay. And managers had to understand this. And it's your task to convince managers that they can understand this. If we are talking from behavior, we are also talking from habits. As you know, there are positive and negative habits. By the way, about 80% we are doing every day follows our habits. And habits are important, because habits are making the life easier. You made a nice task with us yesterday. You make the same task. Please clasp your hands. Clasp your hands. Do this. Not only looking, do this. I want to see that you, okay, it's a problem? No, it's no problem. Do this the other way. The other way. It's also no problem, but it feels strange. Or it feels strange. Or cross your arms. Cross your arms. Do it the normal way. It's no problem. Do it the other way. This is a very big task. Yes, you have to think. So habits are okay. They are making life and work easier. It would be very stressful if you have to think like this or like this. By the way, are there Swedish people? Swedish people, okay. Some years ago, I read a Swedish study only for men. Clasp your hands, the men, clasp your hands, only the men. And now look, which thumb is on top. The study finds out if the right thumb is on top, they will have more sex in old age. And now look at your neighbor's hand. Yes. Oh, was it the left thumb or the, oh, I forgot. Okay. No, it was a joke. Okay. So these habits are important and good as long as the boundary conditions and the environment don't change. But if the environment changes and the boundary conditions are changing, habits are not good. And sometimes our human beings like a fly. What does a fly do? A fly wants to go out. What is your strategy? Against the glass, against the glass, against the glass, increasing the wing beat, and heart attack is dead. Would she go back a little, then she can see there's a small opening of the window and she can't go out. This metaphor means sometimes we don't have to change a lot. Sometimes we only have to change a small thing. And I have a nice thing I want to show you. For example, assumed two people are working together. One with the white arrow, the other with the black arrow. What is the result? It's not good. If they change only a little habit, a little behavior, have a look. Now it will work. But if they are falling back in the old habits, then it's the same disaster like earlier. So if you change something, you have to look that the new behavior will be the new habit. Do you like this? Who likes this? Then you can have a gift from me. Yes, there you can, there they are. You can look for one after the speech. Enough for all people. Okay, now I want to show you two quotes. I love these quotes, especially the first. Two quotes. They are bringing these thoughts on a very special point. You know this guy, not face to face, but you know he gives the world not only physics, he gives the world important, successful life rules. So this one, he said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Isn't this good? I will tell you where I learned this quote. Some years ago, I worked together with a marketing coach for my company for increasing my business. And the first question this marketing coach told me was, Stefan, now, so by the way, what did you change in your marketing the last 2 years? I thought about this question. I said to him, hey, I make speech voyages and little online. I do the things I've ever done. Then he said, okay. I don't understand this, okay. And then he showed me this quote. Can you see situations you are standing there with a red hat and nude down? This was the feeling I had. Okay. If you want to have a different result, you have to do different things. If you want to lose weight, and you always eat the same things, yes, you don't lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you have to bring something different into your mouth. Okay, the second quote says Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the States. He said, if you want something you've never had before, do something you've never done before. Try new ways. Leave the old ways. Be encouraged. Your way to communicate. Talk to people in a way that you convince people. Not always in a standard way. Look to the ways they are matching with your strengths, and then you are successful. So now I want to show you the 5 steps to a dead end. These 5 steps, some of my clients, their cultural change doesn't work because of these reasons. And I know other clients, their cultural change works very well because they understood what are the 4 success factors. Now we have first a look on this way to the dead-end street. We are talking from safety. It's the same in other situations. You have a new rule, and the why is not clear. You have a new rule and the sense, the people don't understand the sense of the rule. There are doubts about the sense. People are feeling restriction from freedom, Pressed from the outside, there is a central from the company. They are saying all plants, all factories worldwide have to work within the same rules. In some factories, they make sense. In others, they make no sense. Employees not involved. The next step is doubts about the sense are increasing. People are thinking, oh, we have to do this only for the management. That their ass is in a sure way if there is an accident. These rules are against us, even harassment, work disability. Management feel this. What is management doing? Reinforcing monitoring. Oh, we have to look. We have to look. There's bad guys. What are these bad guys doing? I will bring them to a future that they are working within the rules. And the people are feeling loss of motivation, climate destroyed, desire for occupational safety is lost. Next step is frustration. Feeling of powerlessness. We cannot do anything. Anyway, what a bullshit. Safety. Are thinking, are feeling the people. And the most worst point is the fifth point, indifference. Okay, let them make. Motivation finally lost. Future rules or changes are just accepted, submission without love. Let them do. It's their business, not mine. No more commitment to occupational safety. This is the sure way to lose the process. Now, I want to tell you what are the 4 success factors if you are in a cultural change, if you are bringing new rules in a process, if you are changing any things. And this is very important. And please have a view now on your own factory. We want to make a self-assessment afterwards and have a look, and we want to have a look which of these factors is the most important now for us to bring safety at work more forward. Okay, the first is orientation. Yeah, people need orientation, nothing new, we know this. But what are the important things for orientation are 2 things, the goals, the targets, where to go and why. Why do we want to do this? For example, it's a big difference for safety. We want to have 0 accidents. Yes, of course. Do we want to have this for the impact outside? That we are a good company in the society? For our customers? For to make more money? Or do we want this because the people are for us important? It's a big difference. And a lot of companies are saying, we are making this for the people, yes. And then there's an accident, and they bring the insured employees the next day in the company, and they are saying, sit down, don't talk, in the evening we bring you home. Oh. So you lose the process. You lose the people. You lose their motivation because the why is not the why you tell. And by the way, we learn in management seminars, targets or goals give us motivation. Yes, this is, in the most cases, the point. That's right. But the target, 0 accidents, gives no motivation. Why? Because it's a negative goal. You can only destroy this goal as an employee. You have no chance to reach this goal. Find different goals. Find prevention goals. Find goals. If you reach these goals, then you have the result, 0 accidents. And these goals, you make it public. These goals, you bring at the entrance to the company. You tell them we have invested 190,000 euros in safety measures, in increasing safety this year, for example. Or we had numbers of safety walks, safety talks, suggestions from the employers to increase safety, and 80% we had brought in practice. These are positive goals. Okay, the first point. And also, role model of the management. Yes. They are giving orientation. Are they producing under risks, or are they making stop if there's a risk? It's a big difference. You have orientation. And I've seen also in steel companies. One of my customers is Voestalpine. Perhaps you know Voestalpine. It's a big, also not as big as Voestalpine, but in German, and Dillinger Hütte. And in the steel plant there, the director stopped the process because there was an uncalculable risk. From this moment on, all people in the whole company, 13,000, are awake that safety is a real goal of the company. Next point, people, we want to have to do new things, they need appreciation. What's appreciation? Appreciation, show we the people if we have interest in the ideas, if we involve people, if we ask people. Not if we say, you have to do this. If we involve people in the process, if we involve people in the rules, if we talk with the people and create the rules together with the people. And there's a very nice thing. You can know about yourself if you are willing to give appreciation. If you have a talk to a manager or to an employee, it doesn't matter, to other people about safety. Stop the reading time. Stop the time you talk, and stop the time the other talks. And if you talk more than the others, you don't give appreciation. Bring other people to talk means ask them, involve them, ask them their appearance, their experience, ask them what they want to have, what they need, not teach them. People don't want to teach. The society changed. 30 years ago, people want to be taught. As I was a child, the rule by table dinner was, if the father is talking, the son has to be quiet. This was the rule, yes. And I have a family now, I'm a father, yes. If I told my children this rule, they will say, hey, what's this for a bullshit from the earlier times? We have different times. People today are living in another community, in another society. Okay, then the next point is recognition or appraisal. People, we want to have to do new things, they need recognition and commitment and effort as a benchmark, less only results. People that are bringing in their best, the best they can do, have always deserved recognition. Giving feedback, seeing and addressing the positive. Make successes clear. One example for the safety people. I know a lot of safety people. In my seminars the last 32 years, I think I have 80,000 participants, about 70,000 managers and 10,000 safety people. I know a lot of safety people. They are making a safety walk. I think you make also safety walks? Okay. And then they are writing down some things. What do you think are they writing down? Yes, the negative things. Mistakes. And now I have a question. If you will be a plant leader. And there comes a guy with a sheet of paper, makes a walk around, and he writes down the negative things. Do you love him? Tell me honestly. Do you love him? Do you like these guys? Do you want to work together with him? No, nobody wants this. And why do you do this? Give your working a big impact. And think about how can you have a big impact? And I'm sure you have a bigger impact if you are writing down the positive things. And you give the positive things to public. And the mistakes you find, come to me under 4 eyes, I tell you the mistakes. But the positive things, I give to public. You make pictures, not from the worst things. You make pictures if order and cleanliness is in order. You make a picture and you put this in the intranet, or what are your methods to do this? You will see if you do this like I told now, you will change the atmosphere. You will change your impact. They are coming to you and they are asking you. They want to have your support. And the fourth point is consequence. Yes, we need consequence. You told us consequence. Yes, it's very important, but not the only one. It's the fourth point. In 3 levels. Finishing things. Go to the end. Not only start things. A lot of companies are starting things. It doesn't work like they imagine. Then they stop and come to the next. No, finish things. Consequence with yourself. Walk the talk. Do what you say. Address all mistakes. Every mistake needs a consequence. There's a wonderful quote. Perhaps you know the European management guru, Dr. Reinhard Sprenger. In one of his books, he had a wonderful quote to this. He said, when human behavior or human action are decoupled from consequences, ruin threatens. Think about this. Think about this. We need consequences. In my speech is, every mistake has to have a consequence. What's the first consequence? A friendly talk. A talk. The second also. The third, a not so friendly talk. And at the last point, kick in the ass. But every mistake has to have a consequence. And now, let's come to the self-assessment. The question, which factor is currently helping us the most to make even better progress in safety at work? With the view on your factory, okay? Please look for your smartphone and go to menti.com. Menti.com, you know menti.com. And then I give you a code. Orientation, appreciation, recognition, consequence. Which factor is currently helping us the most to make even better progress in safety at work? Now I change the flat and we open menti.com. So now you have the code and hide results. Which factor is currently helping us the most to make even better progress in safety at work? We are about, there's the code. You can, 43179683. 43179683. Then submit, and then are the 4 possibilities. You join the one. It's the most important in your point of view, and then submit. On the right side, we can see the number of participants they gave their vote. We are 40. I will have at least 35. we are waiting until this number is 35. And if we are waiting until 12, Franz, you have to give them something, yes. Okay, 18, wow. Yeah, we are Voestalpine, that's right. 21. I open the results if all numbers are on the sheet. Otherwise, you were influenced by the other people. I will your honest point of view. 25. Yes, 10 more. Count your numbers. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. I saw 7, 10. Okay, 30. 28. Yes. 2 more. Give me 2 more. 29. 30. Yes. Now we open the result, and I'm very excited to have a view on the result. Okay. Interesting. What does this mean? I tell you my impression of this. I think the key factor for us, the key factor to bring safety at work to more success is, on the first time, appreciation. In the average for the whole Voestalpine. Interesting would it be if you are going back to your factory, you make exactly this self-assessment with your top management, with the 20 top managers of your factory, and then this is the truth, this is for you, for your plant, for your factory important. And then you can discuss to them, okay, what can we do to increase appreciation? What can we do to increase appraisal or to increase consequence? And please believe me, I'm in 33 years in this job in the market. I know about 500 companies. These 4 factors are responsible. If they are fulfilled, the change will work. If one or more of them are not fulfilled, the change cannot work, will not work. These are the most important factors. Okay? Now, I have 16 more minutes. Do you want to use this 16 more minutes? Yeah. I don't feel your energy. Hey, show me your energy. A laugh in the mouth. You're quite serious. A laugh in the mouth. Life is not so hard. Life is very good. Okay? Then we change back and up. And I want to show you now what are the most important points for the safety culture manager. The steps to success for the safety culture manager. There are five points, in my opinion. I think you have to be an expert in these 5 professions. The first one, understanding communication. A lot of people, they don't understand communication, especially technical-orientated people. Technical-orientated people, they are thinking only the argument counts. That's wrong. The argument counts, yes, but not only. There's a nice quote from Theodor Fontane. The point of view doesn't make it. The way you make it makes it. Think about this. You don't convince people with the content. You don't convince people with the words. The same for me. I don't convince you with the content. You know all this content. The influence I have on you comes from my passion, comes from my emotion. You have to inspire people. You have to make them feel good. Then they are coming with you. The same in my profession. Since 33 years, I do nothing else like this every day. It's a very stressful job, yes, because the power of motivation is a real power, and this is your task. And it's all about impact. You have to have a positive impact. If you have a positive impact, all is okay. If you don't have a positive impact, all is wrong. The first thing, understanding communication. The second thing, what you do, what you did with the CEO, understanding influence. How does it work influencing people? There are two things I want to tell you because I believe deep in these next two sentences. The first, we can convince others. There is one word missing. This word is not. We cannot convince others. Convincing is in the person, inside. I cannot convince you. The salesman cannot convince the customer. The more the salesman tries to convince the customer, the more the customer says, hey, go away. It doesn't work. Motivation the same. Some managers are believing, my task is to motivate my employees. What's this for a bullshit? Then I tell them, kick them out. You cannot motivate people. You can do the thing, the second sentence. This is a big difference. We can only invite others to convince themselves. This is the way. That means you have to create the boundary conditions in a talk that the people you talk with can convince themselves. If I say to you it's dangerous to work, you are saying, no, I'm 20 years here and I know all the situations, I can handle it. I have no chance. There's a blockade. But if I have questions and then you say to yourself, yes, it is dangerous, then I'm successful. This is the difference. Don't teach people. Bring people to think. Make the brain of the people working. A lot of people, they have a brain, they don't use it. Make it use. The next point is understanding how to deal with managers. You are a manager, yes? No? Okay. Is a manager here? No manager? A manager? Okay. Then please help me if I tell now wrong things, okay? The first very important rule. It's the most important rule. Never make a problem to your manager. He has enough problems. He has enough problems. He don't need your problems. A lot of safety people, they are making problems, their managers. What's this stupid? Solve the problems. That's your task, solve the problems. Take a problem to the manager and 2 ways of solution. And then you are very tricky. One luxury way, very expensive. And this you tell him the first. If he eats this, you be quiet. If he says, hey, are you stupid? That much money for safety? That's not. Then you know, now it's very good. Then you have the second, cheaper. And then he eats the second. Try. Leading superiors, positioning yourself correctly. Accept tasks. And the fourth one is understanding team control. Be able to control and lead teams. to work together with employees, to work together new rules, to bring people together, and you moderate the people. Safety instructions. You don't tell them what they have to do. You ask them, what are the dangerous situations? What can we do to minimize the danger, to bring down the risks? By the way, the shortest safety instructions I have in my own life was the following situation. Some years ago, I was in North Sweden to drive on ice with a car, yes? And one day, we are driving with the ski-doos. And it's a very, very, very good thing. And we had the helmet on and the clothing on, and the Swedish guy said, now we came to the safety instructions. Don't crash, go. Yes, this was the shortest safety instructions. And the best one, you know all, these things are expensive, don't crash, take care on these things. So, and the fifth point is the next, understanding corporate culture. That means be able to explain and apply the Bradley curve. And even if you don't know the Bradley curve, I will show you the Bradley curve now. You can read all this in the book. Very, very, very good, explained very deeply. We have 7 more minutes. I want to show you what you can do with the Bradley curve, how you can use it in your factory. This we will learn on the Stefan Bartel Academy in Augsburg. Okay, now, influence of corporate culture on the occurrence of accidents. The Bradley curve is in this book you have in front of you. Bradley said there are 4 categories of companies. Left, the right one, with a very high number of accidents. On the right side, the green one with lowest accidents. And the difference between these categories are the attitude, basic principles, special kind of activities, responsibility, and one point, what's the mood in the company? Now I don't want to look at these 4 categories exactly. We go through. And the first, the mood is nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. We are doing only the minimal things that the government cannot pick us. This gives no motivation for the people. No motivation. Safety instructions, subscribe. Do you know this? Subscribe, and then you can go home. This is the first category. Second category, there people are only management wants it. We do this for the management. This also don't give the people motivation. The third category, it's for me. I understand it's for me. Safety, it's for me. All the company does is for me. And the fourth category, and this is the target category, the goal category, it's a question of honor for the managers, for the safety culture managers. It's a question of honor that people, they are working for my success, are coming home in a good health mode. I cannot accept that people, they are working for my success, for my financial success, for my success, that they will be hurt. I cannot have a view in the mirror in the morning if this is the situation. This is the fourth category. They had a different attitude. And they are saying, it's for us. Safety makes us to Voestalpine. Safety is the issue that brings us together to one winning team. This is safety. The fourth category. The critical point is, there is no standard way to come from the first to the fourth category. Every factory, every company, every plant, Every culture has to find their own way. Don't do what others do. Find your own way. This is the best thing I can tell you. Don't do what others do. Find the way that matches to your culture, in your country, in your company. Also in Austria are different cultures. There are companies bought. They had a different culture. Like Voestalpine in Linz. It's the mother company. Now I have a nice short video. I hesitated yesterday to show this video because it's not so valued. It's a primitive video, but it has a nice message. The message is, don't look to other people. Find your own way to success. It's an advertising video from an American beer. So enjoy this video. Yeah.
You're moving too fast, the material is too good. On your previous slide, I had a question because we take it very light to understand as leaders how important it is to relate with people. The second point where we say we can only invite others to convince
Yep.
themselves.
Yep.
I think as safety managers, one of the challenges and difficulties in South Africa, in the plant I am leading,
Yeah.
is we see challenges with the line managers of how they influence their own people. You know, in VAE, South Africa, transformation cultural change is at the heart because we understand that the company, it's the people at its essence. However, there's a challenge and the bottleneck on line management operations where they would move away from safety issues, but it will be deep-seated other labor issues that imposes in people fear to actually have this vehicle of safety moving in the right direction.
Yes.
So we have a bottleneck somewhere in operations that is happening privately, and this instills fear
Yes.
for other things.
Yes.
Because it's not only safety leaders, but it's the whole leadership, especially on management or line management, supervisory, foreman,
Yeah.
operations
Yeah.
manager, to understand certain qualities of a leader that must have.
Yes.
Which is empathy, which is being able to relate to people. And I think it's a huge gap in some parts of operation because we can only invite others. And now it makes sense when you started, you said that most of the accidents are caused by the quality of the perceptions of leaders. I would like to believe that hugely, other than the inner attitude of just a work floor employee, and the example that you made, but mostly it is much more on the quality of perception of the leaders. We are driving transformation in South Africa, and we see this coming forward, that the quality of leadership we have on the ground floor,
Yes.
it is really crumbling the whole system that we're trying to build.
Yep.
But from a safety perspective, there are certain things I cannot interact with because they are operational mostly. Like issues that are raised are more operational, but they have a bigger impact in how things are reported, in people feeling free to actually exercise a freedom of reporting near misses or
Yes. Yes.
all of that. So I love the material, but we really have a bottleneck that as safety personnel, certain things we cannot cross over
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
not our responsibility. It's either union and labor or HR and operations. And
Yes.
I think that's where the challenge
this is a really, really big challenge. And it's a wonderful example, thank you, for different cultures. I also know cultures where people need exactly orders. I'm deeply convinced that this is the truth. But I know also people, they are needing exactly orders. They are needing kick in the ass. And this depends on the country culture, the company culture, and the personal culture. And this is, for you as safety people, a huge task. And you are completely right. If the managers don't do their homework, you have a too huge task. You cannot be successful. You need the managers. So I think the tip I can give you, you know this, but I want to say this. Please invest all your energy, all your power, all your convincing power in convincing top management. Not only the CEO. He is in Linz. He's not in South Africa. Yes, he's along distances. You need the power of the people, the managers in the factories, in the plants. You need this. You need this.
But you end up being a spy.
You
end up being a spy.
Yeah.
Because, right, I've separated. We have a very good support system in South Africa from top COO to our GM. Very good support.
Yeah.
There's underlying issues that
Yeah.
nobody will know
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
And safety practitioners, they become the middlemen.
Yes.
And I'm saying certain
Yes.
things are labor, certain things are HR, certain things are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're also wondering, why can't we break through?
Yes.
And when these things, because you are a champion of safety, you promote them and you promote an environment where people feel very safe to communicate with you. These things, they come up.
Yes.
But when they come up, they're not coming up in. They come up in confidence to sort of be it in. There's a lot of things we're trying to implement now as wellness as well, employee wellness programs and systems. That
Look, you are talking about reporting lines, you are talking about methods. I am talking about the heart. You have to get the heart of the people. If the first line managers if the employees don't feel that safety is a pressing concern for the first line managers, they will not follow them. It's not the reporting line. This is just paper. I'm talking about to win the hearts of the people. And you have to win the heart. And you have to show them that it's for you a pressing concern. Means it comes from your heart. This is an important point. Okay? Yes, I know. This is a very, very huge task. Okay? Time is over. Do I have
Show us the video.
the video and then 3 minutes and then it's okay? Okay, good. Then we go tak, 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 tak. This is very, very, very fast. And now this very nice video. It will happen. Yes. Okay, are we online? Okay. Up. So.
Hey, nice dog.
Yeah, this is Piper. You're a bred border collie. Watch this. Piper, fetch. Good boy, Piper. You're such a smart dog. So, what can your dog do?
Fergus, Bud Light. Bad dog.
Fresh, smooth.
Okay. Don't think bad about me. Yes. I think the message is look to your heart. Go your way. Find your way to success. Okay? And now I want to bring some last a short summary. 7 points are important. The first point, I told you, don't make problems, solve problems. Second point, do not lecture. Listen and ask questions. Speaking percentage in every talk, less 50%. Think about this. Accept tasks and offer benefits. Don't tell your boss, I have enough to do. You have enough to do. Yes, everyone has enough to do. Take additional tasks with a smiling. Catch people when they are doing well. Attention brings reinforcement. This is a psychological principle. Attention brings reinforcement. Praise is like fertilizer for the soil on which criticism can then bear fruit. This is a nice metaphor. You need praise as a fertilizer for the soil. That your criticism can bring success. Be positive, convey desire and passion. And the nice thing is, passion beats rhetoric. If you think rhetoric is not your thing, it doesn't matter. Passion beats rhetoric. And pay attention to your impact. This is a nice quote from a famous Austrian psychologist. He said, we can not communicate. Okay? Your body language always is talking. So think about your impact. And when you do something, please do it always with love, dedication, and a positive inner attitude, or do it not. Do you know the famous book, Think and Grow Rich? Who knows this book? Think, you know? Okay. Just read or only in the... Okay. Napoleon Hill. It's one of his laws for a successful life. And I want to finish with the word of a very famous, really famous man. Mahatma Gandhi said, we ourselves must be the change we want to see in the world. That's the last message for you. And now I wish you a nice and successful day. Goodbye.
Stefan, I have to say thank you for your invitation to convince ourselves. Yeah?
Yeah.